Hello, and a warm welcome back to the TNC Podcast here on TalkNorwichCity. Hope you're doing well. Are you doing well, Chris?
I'm so goddamn well.
You're always well, aren't you?
I know.
Has there ever been a day where you haven't been well?
Well, I'm really well now because I'm a married man.
You are, congratulations.
Job done.
Well done.
Cheers to
It was a beautiful day.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
It was nearly as good as when we beat Man City.
Big up, by the way, to my DJ, old Joey Peak.
What a boy.
Lower Barclay boy. And he popped out the old fart glide, didn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, and that really...
And the great thing about fart life was there are natural ebbs and flows in nights out, aren't there?
Yes.
Sometimes the energy saps, then a few more beers get going, up a go. The energy was just falling off slightly. Not much. Sort of 80th minute vibe. We needed a substitution.
And it went well.
And DJ JLP bangs on fart life. Chris is on chairs, shoulders. Becky, Mrs. Reeve, is on chairs, banging it out. So brilliant videos. I've been watching them back with just a smile on my face.
Thank you,
and
mate.
You're married. Well done.
Job done. Anyway, to football. And it's been a busy week. It has.
While we're on the wedding,
go on.
I want to kind of start with a chronological. I didn't realise...
What are you about to say?
I didn't realise that Norwich City had released their away kit until at least 4 days after it had been released.
Yeah, they released it on their wedding night. Someone did tweet, actually. It was old Richard Hancock who said...
Oh, lovely Richard.
Yeah, top boy. He said, I hope Talk Norwich City have got some tweets scheduled. But no, we didn't. We were just absolutely plastered. Someone came up to me on the dance floor saying... Here's the new away kit, and I was just like, yeah, it looks great.
I thought, you know how, these funky graphic designers mock up some, what do you call them? You know, designs mock-ups that they'd like to see, mock-ups. I thought it was one of them.
Right.
And I was like, oh, hang on, that's the actual Norwich account.
Yeah.
That's the actual kit, and it's quite nice. It's like a turquoisey.
Nice. Look, that is turquoise.
Yes.
Right, hang on a minute. Right, let's...
Get your colour palette out.
I'm so pleased you brought this up. See, that... is turquoise. None of this old petrol blue turquoise and white shite from last time. That's the definition of turquoise, and the club have got it right. Absolutely brilliant.
And while we're on kits, we've also got a third kit.
Yeah. Oh.
And what is it? Orange?
Oh, it's coral.
Coral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And do you know why I absolutely love it?
Why?
Because it just embodies the colour of a salmon. And last time in the Premier League,
but surely,
what did Kenny McLean do against Man City? He leapt like a salmon and puts it in the back of the net. So Norwich City have decided, well, you know what? We want you to all leap like salmons this season. So the third kit colour is coral. However, some people think...
But surely if it's the colour of salmon, it's salmon. Not coral.
Well, corally salmon. But the problem is that the images are a bit deceptive, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Because some people are saying it looks like the steward's jacket.
Yes.
Which could be interesting if we if that.
Well, that could be excellent. Well, actually, no, it couldn't be excellent. Imagine, just picture it now. We're in our third kit, final day of the season. We have to win to stay up.
Hang on, no. Europa League.
Yeah, okay. We have to win to finish in the Europa League.
Yes.
Norwich are drawing 1-1. I can't remember who we're playing.
Yeah.
Probably.
No idea. Can't remember either.
Lise Malou picks the ball up. We are breaking forwards. Of course it is 4-on-1.
Yeah.
We are already on Skyscanner booking the flights to Bulgaria.
Yeah.
And then Lee Malou picks a raking 40-yard pass to a man in yellow.
Yeah.
But it's a steward.
Yeah.
And it goes out of play. See, we haven't thought about that.
It could happen. But maybe it'll put off the opposition, though, as well. I don't know.
What, as in they might start marking stewards? That would be good, wouldn't it?
In the stands, yeah. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section if you're watching on YouTube. What do you think of the away kit and the third kit? What's your favourite? Let us know down below.
I think the only thing we know is that Norwich City will win in all of them on a very regular basis. Going from one orange kit to an orange player, Josh Sargent, the Ginger Ibrahimovic, is on the verge. He may already have signed by the time this has gone out. Young Werder Bremen striker.
Yeah.
Big money.
Yeah.
I'm seeing £11 million being bandied about.
Yeah.
The last time we were sat in this lovely little couch, sofa bed.
The old casting couch.
I said I want a £15 million striker. And
you
you were shocked. You were disgusted.
No, I was...
We're nearly there, Chris. We're nearly at the £15 million striker.
Okay, first of all, I really like this one. It absolutely reeks of survival.
Oh, wow.
It really does. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's intelligent. And do you know what I like about it? More than what's very obvious on paper, I like the fact that some people are saying it's not going to work. I like the fact that these anonymous, no-faced counts on social media are saying Josh Sargent's not good enough for the Premier League. Oh, he was playing for a dodgy side in the German league. Blah blah blah. It smells a bit Timu Pukki to me, and that is getting me going. Josh Sargent, I tell you what, so much interest.
The thing I love about Josh Sargent and Cristos Tzolis, I didn't know who Josh Sargent was.
Correct.
4 days ago. So there's an air of uncertainty. And I really like that. I can't wait to see Josh Sargent striding forwards in that orange kit, away from home in some far-flung part of the United Kingdom, and we're there in the away end, and he's banging them in the bottom corner.
And the great thing is about Joshy as well is that you'll be able to see him from miles away. Yeah. I like the fact that he's got his own personal brand.
Yeah.
Although what I will say is I am anti calling. He can't be called the Ginger Pele. There's
no,
only one Ginger Pele, which is Gary Doherty. So we need a new nickname for him. So, comment section, get in there. We need a nickname for Josh Sargent.
I like that. The best one wins a case of Lakens.
Yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that from you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it has to be good, though, because these are elite level beers.
Yeah, they are. It's going down so well.
Encore, do you want more? Yes, I do. They always ask me, Jack, do you want more beers? It's like, is the Pope Catholic?
Well,
I do.
I don't know why they ask you, quite frankly.
Just send me more beer. A lot of money, though.
Yes, it is.
And for a 21-year-old who factually doesn't have a great strike record in terms of goals to games, about 1 in 7, he already hits Carrow Road with a slight air of pressure.
But don't they all?
Not necessarily, because Pukki comes in on a free.
No. Okay, yeah.
I'm talking about financially.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a very good point.
It's a big sum of money for Norwich City.
No, it is.
But
it is. A club record signing, surely.
Yeah, it probably would be.
Well, it will be, won't it? If Ricky was £8 million, then surely...
Yeah, I think it would be.
Oh, Joshy's going to be
Stephen
more than
Naismith, how much was he? 8 million?
Probably 8 million a week. Knowing Dave Nally.
But this is I spoke about this in Friday's video. Sargent comes for 11 million quid. He's young. Yeah. There's clearly something there.
Yes.
We might not get the best out of him. That's the risk that you take. It's a calculated risk. But in the grand scheme of things, £11 million for a striker in the Premier League is utter peanuts. Like, so many strikers that you just don't even hear of signing for Everton for 30 million, Southampton for 20.
Yeah.
They'll score 2 goals, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Sargent comes in and you're like, he kind of has to score 7+ goals.
Look, I'm just pleased that Norwich City are spending that money because it's what some fans have called for, right? And some people will say to me now, they'll be shouting at the screen going, yeah, but it's not about what we spend, it's who we spend it on. And I agree with those people.
Yeah.
But then to stand on the other side of the fence with all of the other guys that are desperate for Norwich City to show ambition, to spend money, you can't argue with the fact that, I know that we've not signed enough players this summer yet, in my opinion. Regardless of signing Sargent and Tzolis when it happens, I still think we're 2 off, regardless of signing those 2. But it's good to see the club spending proper money. Yeah, because that, as you say, that's a Premier League transfer.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can't. Farker can't be coming out in press conferences saying, "I'm not thinking about survival. I want to get Norwich City. I want to do more with Norwich City." You can't mirror that sort of speech with just trying to botch it on finances. So fair play to the club for spending proper money.
And the lazy way of spending money would have been to have gone for Adam Armstrong, who we were linked with. There were reports
I would have had
from
him though, mate. I really would have had
but
him.
That would. I mean, I'm seeing Southampton now being linked with him for £20 million.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money for a Championship striker. Who knows? Josh Sargent, 21. If he has a good few seasons in the Premier League, you're suddenly talking about a £30 million player.
I think the American market is on the up as well. Yeah, genuinely. The players that are coming out of the MLS and America full stop, going to Germany, going to Europe, learning their trade, getting that exposure. It's happening. The US market's on the up. I think it's a smart move by Norwich, and I'm really, really happy about it.
I'm already excited. I uploaded the video about Josh Sargent last night.
Yeah.
I went out for a walk, came back a couple of hours later, read through the comments as I always do. So many excited Americans. And there's nothing more joyful than an excited American.
Yeah.
The passion from them guys is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And it's only going to raise our stock in America.
Of course it is.
You know,
well, when you've got companies like Hoffer and Webb in America, you know.
Yeah, exactly. We've gone from Tampa time to Josh Sargent. That's a serious step up. Cristos Tzolis.
Yes.
The other man. Now, I think we spoke about him on the last podcast, did we not?
Yes, yeah.
This one's been rumbling.
Yeah, it has been rumbling for a while. And I spoke to...
Fabrizio.
I did
What's going on there, by the way? By the way, if you haven't been on Twitter, Chris, I used to think I was his best mate. And I'm getting a bit jealous because him and Fabrizio Romano... The here we go, the number one go-to man for transfer rooms. What was he, 4 million followers? Him and Chris are getting on like best of pals, and I'm saying like, hey, what's going on?
Well, you're going to have to bring it up with Fab.
With Fab? Are you calling him Fab now?
Well, we're on first terms, you know, first name.
Fabby.
Okay, so...
Where are we at with Cristos Tzolis?
Tzolis, we'll go back to Fab, by the way, because that's an interesting one. Tzolis, yes, please.
Well, yeah, I know, but... Is it going to happen?
Of course it's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. Wow. And I think, and I agree with the people that have come to this observation and conclusion online, there's obviously been some things around the release clause and things like that, because obviously the PAOK fans are going to be going mad at this, because as my man Johnny that first told me about Giannoulis, I think almost 2 weeks before it happened, he said to me...
Who's Johnny, by the way? Let's put this in context.
Yeah,
because it could just be like Johnny from Dursley.
Yeah, sorry. I will get there in a minute. But anyway, so Johnny, I'll tell you the second name in a minute, and I'm so sorry I've forgotten Johnny. If you're watching, you're probably not. He said to me, this is the most exciting Greek talent right here, right now.
Wow.
That and that was a huge statement from him. Oh my God, I've forgotten his username. Hang on.
It doesn't matter about his surname, but who is he?
He's a journalist from Greece.
Right, okay.
And he's got connections internally at PAOK.
Right, and he was the man who broke the Dimitri Giannoulis news, who of course came from the same club. He's on the same patch.
Correct. Oh, I can't find it.
So he loves Tzolis.
Yeah.
But this has been going on for a little while. So is the issue that Norwich City aren't willing to pay the fee that PAOK are demanding?
I think there was some negotiations around the fee. That's pretty fair to say. I mean, a lot of people would have read my tweets. For those, but for those that haven't, here's where it currently stands as of filming on what's today's date?
Saturday. The 8th.
But by the way, it's so over the line because Fabio.
Fabrizio, it's your best pal,
mate.
Fabrizio,
he's
forgotten your name.
Mate, I'm half a beer in. Oh, Fabio. Anyway, right. Oh God, this is making sense. Johnny Georgopoulos, who is a well-respected journo in Greece, says on Thursday, Norwich are set to offer 12 million plus 3 million euros bonus for resale. PAOK are ready to accept. They have accepted by now, as of filming today.
12 plus 3?
Yes, correct.
Now that's going to be the record signing
PAOK
then.
are trying to get 15 plus 3, but at the end they will agree for 12.
Okay.
So yeah, Johnny Georgopoulos. God, I really wish I hadn't had this Lakens. This is the thing with Lakens, because it's such quality. It just slips into your bloodstream so fast. Anyway, but Fab has... God, I really still... Mr. Romano has confirmed that Joshy Sargent is done over the line, boxed off.
Okay.
And it really has got me going.
Well, we've got there in the end.
Yes,
so you're confident that Tzolis is coming to Norwich?
They're both done.
They're both done?
They're both done. We're just waiting for them to turn up.
Who are you more excited about? Because, to put it into context, Sargent's sort of an out-and-out striker, isn't he? Tzolis plays off the left, off the right?
I want to say Sargent, but Tzolis is really getting me going. No, he really is. No, seriously, he is. I just think we need that player. Right. I said to you, that is the position that we needed to fill the most.
Yeah.
That wide man.
Yeah.
Someone that's nippy, skills, twists, turns. And actually, I'm sure that he can play multiple positions as well, should the worst thing happen with Todd leaving.
I think the difference between Tzolis and Sargent, how I'm looking at things, And granted, Sargent has probably played in a slightly higher calibre football division, but there feels like there's untapped potential with Sargent.
With both.
But with Tzolis, it feels like that potential's already sort of there. It's happening. It's in motion.
Okay.
What was he, 19?
Yeah.
This guy's got the world at his feet.
Absolutely. 2 young top players.
Both
Exciting
coming in.
times.
I think that what we have to be careful with, though, with Norwich, is we're in a really fascinating transition period now. We've gone from signing Pukki and Stiepermann and Zimmerman for such low quantities of money. They come in with zero pressure. For every Pukki, you get a Marcel Franca, but you don't have to worry about the Franca because one of them's worked.
Bugger all. Yeah.
If Sargent doesn't work but Tzolis does, there's still going to be that feeling that he was 11 million quid. But we can't think like that anymore.
Well, no,
we are dealing with sums of money that we have to deal with.
Correct.
And if 1 in 2 works, that's probably a strike rate good enough to keep you in the division.
Definitely. Totally agreed. Next.
Good. You were at Norwich against Gillingham.
Yeah, glorious. Lovely occasion.
Now, I was driving back...
and a cheeky punt on 5-0 as well, by the way.
You did?
Yeah,
that returned a pretty sum.
Oh, so good. So good.
Did you cash out or did you just let it run?
No. As soon as it happened, I cashed.
When did the fifth goal go in?
I thought Norwich were going to get 6th, mate. We were just ablaze.
When did the 5th go in?
Like, it was fairly near the death.
Well, I caught the last 10 minutes in Reading Norfolk in the car, and I obviously didn't know what the score was. I was driving, and I switched it on, and mate, I've never heard Chris Gorham as jubilant. Now, either he'd had a few Lakens, but I don't think he had. He's the utmost professional is our Chris Gorham, or he was genuinely excited. Yeah. He was acting like Lee Malou was Zidane.
Well, he was.
And Billy Gilmore was Pele.
I mean, look, seriously. I know, but right, hang on. Before I start really praising the boys, and I mean really praising the boys.
Just for context, I know you're going to say about Gillingham, they probably beat Ipswich twice last season.
Yeah, but that means
far
nothing.
better than Ipswich.
But Ipswich are like pouring wonders, for God's sake.
Okay. I just wanted to throw that in there.
By the way, I broke my rule there. I said I wasn't going to talk about them this season because they're completely irrelevant. So please don't. Yeah, Gillingham. So first of all, before I praise the boys, Gillingham are a steaming pile of shite.
Okay.
They honestly were woeful.
Okay.
Oh, they were woeful. But maybe...
To all the Gillingham fans
But maybe...
out there.
No, I'm not sorry. Your team's shite. But maybe Norwich were just so good. We were zipping the ball about. Lee Malou looked like Zidane. By the way, the Lise Malou chant... Lise Malou... Lise Malou... Lise Malou, Lise Malou.
Did you get it going?
It got going.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's
going.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's rumbling away in the Barclay already, and God, it's got me going.
Wow.
Anyway, Lise Malou, I'm saying it again. I said it last time on the pod. I'll say it again. Player of the season. You heard it here first. Billy Gilmore.
Yeah, I've got Gilmore written down here, hence why you're...
I've never been so excited to see a lone player wear yellow.
Oh wow! And you've seen Huckabee, Skip.
I think but the thing is that
Mitchell Dykes.
Just Gilmore looked like he'd been hanging around with Champions League winners.
Well, he has.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
And that you could tell.
Yeah.
The touch, the balls he were playing were just majestic.
Oh.
Seriously, Billy Gilmore, the hype is real. Thank you, Chelsea. Seriously, Chelsea fans. Thank you so much. I love you.
Do you like Chelsea now? Because you used to dislike Chelsea, didn't you?
What?
Well, you dislike every other club.
No. I dislike Arsenal. Well, I still do dislike Arsenal. I think they're a plastic club. Chelsea are okay.
Okay.
There's obviously some oil money there, and that's that is what it is. Anyway, Billy Gilmore, Chelsea fans, thank you so much.
Cantwell's assist.
Todd
Cantwell's assist. It's done 2 million views on Twitter. It was a joke. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It was an overhead kick assist.
Do you know what I'm really enjoying? The fact that all of the people that was really piling in on Todd last season, saying he's not good enough, he's too arrogant, he's this, he's that, and now they're like, sell Todd and he's our best player and he's gone, and it would be an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
And I'm pleased that you're saying that, and I wish you'd said that in the Championship. Anyway, let's not go back. Todd Cantwell's performance against Gillingham was sublime. And he's in... This is the thing, right? Fans moan sometimes when Todd loses the ball, but as you would have seen on the Talk Norwich City Twitter account, Instagram, etc., when Todd spoke about Wes, he wants to be the player that makes something happen.
Yes.
And to be that player, You have to take more risks. And when you take more risks, it's of course more likely that you'll lose the ball. He's in what I would call a friction-based role, yeah? He's not just sitting there in central defensive midfield,
An FBR.
just popping balls left and right. He's got to make things happen. Todd Cantwell against Gillingham was sublime. His assist was world-class.
It was.
Without a shadow of doubt.
And I want to have a mention for Adam Idah as well, because...
I love that from you. I love that from you. I'm so pleased you brought up the Norfolk R9.
Because...
It's about time. Hang on, you were saying you wanted him out on loan last week.
This is what I mean.
Yeah, retract your statement right now.
This is what I mean.
How many goals he scored in pre-season, big man?
4.
He's
He's our joint top scorer in pre-season. Last week...
Saying that,
this week.
Sorry to interrupt. Saying that, Tony Andreu also tore it up in pre-season.
Yeah, but he was, that was a waste of talent for us. We should have played him more. There was a link with, and I feel like the tide has turned slightly with Adam Idah. Now, I don't know what is best for him next season. I think Norwich view him as a player who they think can make an impact in the Premier League.
He will.
And I wouldn't disagree. I was thinking in my head, for his development, would it be better to give him a full season where he's playing 90 minutes week in, week out in the Championship? Mm-hmm. There was a deal, wasn't there, being rumoured, and I don't know how much weight there was in it, probably not too much, where he would be included in a package to bring Adam Armstrong to... And that was the moment where I was like, it doesn't make sense to me. I would rather Idah than Adam Armstrong, I think. And
that's a hell of a statement.
Yeah, well, I'd rather Adam Idah and the money we would have had to put on top.
Right.
But he's been impressive in pre-season. That's all you can do.
Very. And he's been putting balls away, quietly getting on with it. Just quietly getting on with it. Top professional, top man, by the way, as well. Really nice guy. And he really cares, and he's giving it everything he's got. And he's giving Daniel Farke a problem.
Yeah, well,
because
a nice problem though.
He's banged them in, and he will continue to. The thing is with Idah, right, is that he has just got that natural striker's instinct.
Yes, I'd agree.
He's happy to not be in... I say this respectfully, because I know that Adam watches now and then. He's happy to almost not be in the game. And then just that one moment that he just gets the ball, turns on it. He's not afraid to... Do you know what I like about Adam? He's not afraid to just pop a shot on target.
I love that.
And there's been so many times and so many seasons supporting Norwich where I've just begged for a player to just have a go.
Pump it.
I'm a massive believer in, I call it a shout all the time, force a save. Just force a save.
Yeah.
Early doors, just bang one on target, force the save, win a corner. Adam Idah is that type of striker.
Live in the hands up. Well, he scored a wonderful goal on the spin, didn't he? It was
absolutely.
I've got going on a little dog walk the other day. Some brilliant Norwich fans around the area.
I wondered what you were going to say.
And I had a lovely story. Chap down the road took his grandson to his first ever Norwich game. Good. Lovely moment. Bought him the away kit. Happy days. Yeah. Loved it. 5-0. He's got the bug. But we were obviously playing Gillingham. Now, I don't know how good your Norfolk geography is, but there's a small village next to Beccles called Gillingham, spelt the same.
Okay.
So his grandson spent the whole night thinking that we were playing Gillingham next to Beccles. And by the sounds of your report on Gillingham...
They may as well have been Gillingham.
They may have been...
Gillingham.
Yeah, they may have been Gillingham.
Are we going to talk about Todd Cantwell to Villa?
Yes.
Good, because I'm shitting myself over that. I am shitting myself. And do you know what? I like the fact that Norwich fans are, they've taken old Perslow's video for Villa.
Yeah.
And they've gone, oh no, he's ruled it out. But you know deep down, Villa aren't done yet. No. And you know that the thing is with Villa, they are rolling in. They're basically wiping their arse with pound notes by now.
100 million
They
quid.
have got so much money that honestly, it really wouldn't take a lot for them to slap down that 40 million quid and get Todd Cantwell. Seriously. And sadly, my instincts say that Norwich would sell him for that money.
Well, of course, it's the model that Norwich have.
I know, but it upsets me because I know that if we keep Todd this season, by the way, we are going to keep Todd. Let's talk about it. Let's
manifest it.
Let's manifest it.
Yeah.
He is going to stay with us next season. I know that Todd next season is going to have a exceptional season for Norwich City in yellow and green. Last time in the Premier League, 8 goals and assists against some of the biggest and best teams in this league, including Man City, Arsenal, Chelsea. Absolutely brilliant player, right? No doubt about it. Even bigger season coming up. So it will be devastating that if we sell him, it will be devastating. I genuinely believe that. Like, losing Emmy is one thing. Of course, Emmy's talent is through the roof, but Todd is the only player that I think has got that sort of skill and swagger that Emmy had, if that makes sense.
And we can't lose them both to the same team.
Surely not. Surely
Do you want
not.
some good news?
Go on.
Michael Bailey is often the bearer of good news. And he has tweeted earlier.
Go on.
For the record, Villa will not be coming in for Todd Cantwell during this window, so scrub that one off. Now, of course, that doesn't mean he might not go elsewhere, but Michael Bailey of The Athletic, very confident that Aston Villa won't be touching Todd. I agree, though. I think even if someone comes in for 40 million quid, you say no. I really do believe he's...
I know, it's just that, football's a funny old game, mate, and just the amount of money that is washing around now, and we know our football club inside out. We know that we're a self-funded, not family anymore, that's very evident, but we're a self-funded football club. So therefore, that money will be tempting.
My worry would be, though, say if Villa come in for Cantwell now or at the end of this week for 40 million quid, you don't have enough time to reinvest it. So although
Correct.
you've got
That's
40
why
million
I'm
quid in
saying
the bank,
devastating.
if they come in for 40 million quid in June or July, yeah, you can understand it. I think it would be a mentality thing as well. Other clubs are looking at Norwich and going, well, they've sold Buendia, they've sold Cantwell, and you want us to take you seriously?
Yeah.
Come on, you've sold your two best players.
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
I think
we'll
keep
Todd.
Todd.
We have to, and we will, and he'll have a great season. And do you know what? I'm so pleased that as a byproduct of these rumours and this speculation around Todd and his performance against Union, people are starting to actually appreciate Todd. I still stand by it, and I know I'm biased. I know I am. But Todd has been grossly underappreciated at Norwich City by a certain pocket of fans, and I'm pleased that this speculation has made them think twice.
I think I'd go as far as saying that Todd is probably now in terms of worldwide, and from neutral fans, he's our most well-known player.
Well,
you were speaking to Nick Mashter, weren't you? He's in Tokyo at the moment, covering the Olympics.
Yeah.
He said if you say Norwich, people reply Cantwell.
Yeah. There you go.
It's the hair, it's the Puma deal, it's the swagger. No, it is though.
No,
it's everything combined.
I'm okay with that.
It's the goal against Man City.
I'm okay with that. He's a baller.
Absolutely
What's next?
brilliant.
Hit me.
Should we get some Twitter? Well, actually, let's talk about Kieran Scott. Now,
Okay.
This is relatively old news, but it has been confirmed today. Kieran Scott, I mean, there's not really too much to say on this. Former head of recruitment, has gone to Middlesbrough, is their chief executive. Big step up. Well, big step up in terms of role for him. But he's been absolutely crucial in terms of Norwich City's development over the past 3 seasons.
I think...
I just think that's it. I don't think it's a massive deal.
Do you not?
No, not really, because people... If someone comes in for you to go from head of recruitment...
To go from TNC to BBC.
Well, there's no one bigger. No, yeah. If Chris Gorham comes to you and goes, Chris, come to the BBC, 5 Live, and we'll offer you double the wage, I hope you turn it down.
No, cheerio.
This is the thing. It's a bigger step up, and I think Norwich will be in a situation where there's people to cover in the media, and there'll be someone to come in long term. I just think it's blown out of proportion.
I really want to think like that, but I'm afraid to say that I'm in the other camp.
Oh.
This worries me.
Really?
This worries me.
Why?
I think Kieran Scott is much more important to our football club than what most people think.
I'm not denying
what most
that.
people give credit for.
I'm not denying that.
I think this has been swept under the rug in general by a
who?
lot of people. No, but just by everyone. We're all saying, oh no, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal, it's not a big deal. But realistically, if you look at his track record at Norwich City and who he has brought in,
it's really
with his team and with Stuart, of course, and that's a positive, right? I just think at the moment it does feel a bit fragile, and I wonder in my head, and I'm not just saying this to swell up rumours, I promise, Kieran Scott leaving at the time he did, it makes me think, is that the reason why we've not been more productive in the transfer market sooner? Because Stuart, you know what Daniel Farke wants to do? What we've always tried to do is get our business done early.
Yeah.
We don't do last minute deals. I don't think. Feel free to disagree with me in the comment section on this.
But I think the difference is
has Kieran Scott leaving had a bigger impact on Norwich than is really being
well,
told?
I think Kieran Scott's job is to identify the player and to pick the player out, and then he hands it over to Stuart and the rest of the board to negotiate, right?
Do you know that, or are you saying that? Because I think that's what you...
No, I think
want.
I know that, because I listened to a podcast with Kieran Scott. Kieran Scott.
Kieran's cock.
Kieran Scott with Alice Piper and Dan Wynn on the Norwich podcast.
Yeah.
The job of him in recruitment isn't negotiating the deals. Mm-hmm. He will find the talent
and present,
and he will go, this is why I think he's a good player, or this is why I don't think he is. If you agree, you take it up with the club. If you don't, put it to the side.
What I did hear, I saw a great tweet from Robin Sainty, Canaries Trust, and he said, don't worry, because we've got top talent in that scouting department that we can actually promote from within anyway. And that's what I'm holding on to. I'm just I must admit, maybe it's the football fan within me, the natural skeptic, it just worries me a bit. Yeah. Because we've done so well with the recruitment with Kieran. Yeah, no, he's been brilliant. And I think that's the message here, isn't it? He's done a brilliant job. Whether it's Pukki or Buendia, Buendia, to find him and make that happen was an absolute masterstroke. It really was. Right, let's get some Twitter questions. I love this time. This is my favourite moment of the podcast. Into it. Yeah. FPL Blackadder. Which of the new kits is your favourite? The home shirt. Yeah, agreed. People loving the away kit, and I'm like, it's okay, but it's not like what I like. I like the fact it's dark. I like the fact it's mysterious. Right. Maybe that will strike fear into the opposition. Maybe the turquoise will calm them down. But look, Norwich City in blue and white, in their blue and white away strip last time were absolutely woeful. So let's hope this is an upgrade. The best. I'm in agreement. The home kit's the best. The best promo video was the third kit. Leigh Malou just kind of gliding over an old vintage Lotus. So much time for that. Oh no, don't! I'll get emotional. I love. He's a model. Oh mate, PL. What can't he do? Leigh Malou. Seriously now. He can sing. He can dance. He can sing. He can do the thing clapping. Yeah. He can clap. He can play football. Communicates with the fans. He's been speaking to us already. Top boy, by the way. He loves a charm and he loves a Lotus. Mate, Leigh Malou is my favourite player. 100%. Future Mayor of Norwich? Yes, please. Absolutely. Okay, this is a good question from Matthew Duke. With Sargent seemingly set to sign... That's a good bit of alliteration, isn't it? And I love the name Sargent as well. Seemingly set to sign. Such a solid name as well, by the way. Matthew Duke. Yeah. That's the kind of guy that you know is in investment banking. 100%. Anyway, early shout for name of the week. What's Dukey saying? Dukey. Name of the week? Maybe so far, yeah. Okay. Which strikers would you say are our first, second, third and fourth? And how many goals do you think they'll score? So we've got Teemu Pukki, Josh Sargent, Adam Idah, Jordan Hugill. God, I'm going to struggle with this. Because I really like them all. I really like them all. Now you can either go from your perspective or what you think the club's perspective is. I don't know. Do you know my deep down honest opinion, which so many people will disagree with, is I'd love to play with two strikers. It's not going to happen. I know it's not going to happen, but I would love to play with two strikers. Yeah, but then you're without like a Rashika or a Tzolis. I know. I just think Pukki playing off someone else. I just got this fantasy that I want to fulfill, right? And I really want that. Anyway, Teemu Pukki, number one, no debate. Yes. Agreement? Yes. Second in line? Yes. Now, I don't think... I think the club and Farke will now have Sargent in as number two. Yes. And I think realistically that's going to be the way the season starts. However, at this time, I will say it's Adam Idah. Okay. Well, based on proof of performances in the Norwich shirt. Proof's in the pudding. Yeah. The Norfolk R9. He's got that nickname for a reason. Well, you've given him that nickname. Okay. Are we in agreement there? Well, what bit? I think it will be Sargent as number two, but I can't knock your reasoning about why it would be. So at the moment, fine. I can't see them signing a record, and him not being. He'll be knocking on the door, won't he? So then, you've got Hugill at the bottom. I think. Yeah, let's be careful here. I think Jordan can do some damage in the Prem. Oh God, more than damage. he will smash the back doors in of the opposition.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. And not lock it on the way out either.
No. Leave the door wide open.
Yeah. For Leymanu to finish the job.
Absolutely.
Zeroing me.
There you go. Dukey, there's your answer.
Stan with a nice question for you, Chris.
Yeah.
Congratulations on getting married.
That's nice.
I would simply like to know, how is life treating you?
That's really lovely.
Stan, solid name, solid bloke.
Yeah, what a top boy. Stan the man.
How is life treating
How
you?
is life? Life's amazing. The doves are crying, the sun is shining, and I'm feeling willy great.
Well, that's the only thing that hasn't... The sun hasn't shone for about a month, I don't think. It's just been raining constantly. Ben Allen, odds on Pierre Leymanu for Ballon d'Or. It's going to be short.
Very short.
Ben.
I mean, it's basically pointless betting on it.
Yeah. I think the bookies will soon suspend the market.
100%.
Especially after that first performance they'll see against Liverpool.
I just need to say one more time. Pierre Leymanu, believe the hype. His goal against Gillingham, wow. I know he was playing Gillingham, but it was a great finish.
Evan.
Yeah.
Just how good is Lucas Roop? Now, this is we haven't spoke about Lucas Roop for at least a week.
Much to your pleasure.
Is he a Premier League player? Because he scored in pre-season, isn't
You
he?
naughty boy.
What?
The LR7 Appreciation Society will be furious at you for that comment.
What about, is he good at... does he play in the Premier League? I don't know. That's a question for you.
Look, he looked tidy he's looked tidy in pre-season. The back end of the Championship campaign, he was very, very good.
Yeah.
We had a few arguments about it, but you eventually came around to seeing the light.
Well, I like to go off evidence.
And we saw evidence.
Yeah,
but you were in denial over it based on, I would just like to remind people
We were
that
a sponsor.
We did actually sponsor Lucas Roop, Rupinho.
Hard-earned money.
Do you know what I like about Lucas Roop, by the way? His chant.
What is it?
Roop, there it is.
Okay.
Roop, there it is. Roop,
Were you
there
singing
it
that
is.
on Tuesday?
Yes.
Were you?
Yeah, as soon as he scored. Roop, there it is.
Just back to Tuesday, hearing that Fark wave, because there was 11,000 fans.
Yeah,
that's incredible for
it was
pre-season.
lovely.
It did
It was
bring a
lovely.
little. I'm not going to say it brought a tear to my eye. It didn't, but it did.
So what
make
did it
me
bring?
Maybe a little bit warm, a little
okay.
bit tingly, and the aircon was on.
Lucas Roop, sorry, what was the question?
How good is he?
He's good.
Just good.
Underrated, though.
Can't say he's underrated. Everyone
is.
loves Lucas Roop for no apparent
No,
reason.
I don't think everyone does, which is why I'm saying he is underrated. I think he's a tidy operator, Lucas Roop.
Smooth operator. On a scale of 1 to 10,
10.
1 being worried and 10 very optimistic, how confident are you of consuming many celebratory Laken's beers this season?
25.
25. Now, I must say,
Probably commiseration beers as well.
Laken's have got so many exciting plans this season.
Have they brewed more beer yet? Because they're in trouble.
Well, they've employed more staff to do it.
They're going to have to.
Mate, the whole of Yarmouth, I've never seen so many people employed. Laken's are just like, we need to brew like we've never brewed before.
To be fair, Yarmouth does have an employment issue, so...
Well, not anymore. In all seriousness, though, Laken's have got so much good stuff going on at the moment. 20% off beers in the description. There's going to be an announcement coming next week. Not even Chris knows about it yet. About a special little pop-up event before Norwich games.
Hello.
And that's going to be fun.
Thanks for telling me.
I was going to tell you later on. And what was the other thing about Laken's?
They're amazing.
We're going to be drinking lots.
Yeah, we will be
season.
drinking lots. Next.
Absolutely. More goals or assists this season, Emmy or any Norwich player? So let's say Emmy gets 10 goals, 10 assists. Will any Norwich player beat that?
Cool. What a question, by
That's
the way.
from Pavo Rossi.
Name of the week.
Oh, I think he's Finnish.
Oh, Pavo Rossi.
He's not Finnish, he's 28.
Oh,
Yeah. Name of the week.
Oh, he looks good.
And hairline of the week.
Look at his leather jacket as well.
Pavo Rossi.
Tidy profile picture. Up the Pavo. Pavo.
That's what she said.
I think that's a great question, and I'm not sure. I want it to, of course, be Norwich City will be anything that Emmy does, but my instinct says that Emmy's going to hit the ground running for Villa.
Yeah, but so will Pavo. So will
What? Okay, so
PLM.
we're in disagreement.
What, you think Emmy will
Yeah,
outperform?
I think Emmy's world class.
Yeah, in an unbelievable Villa
In a
squad as
very
well.
good team. Yeah.
I
tweeted it during the week, and I mean it. I think Villa, and people can disagree all they like. Villa, whether you like it or not, will be knocking on the Champions League.
I think you're right.
Solid defence, great goalkeeper. brilliant going forwards now.
I still cannot believe. I think Jack Grealish is a top player. You can't disagree with that. He is. But mate, 100 million quid for a bloke we watched in the Championship at Carrow Road a few seasons ago. It's just, I can't wrap my head around it. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Yeah,
I just can't.
Okay, you've got the English. He's English.
Yeah, but he's still, not 60 million quid better than Buendia, Chris.
He's still the right side of the age bracket for I'm going to pay proper money for you. Latent potential still with Jack. Still just about breaking into the England side.
We should be knocking 20 million off for the socks.
The socks are utterly horrendous, and he is a diver. Let's make that clear. But I loved him for England for obvious reasons. What Pep said, which was interesting, is that, by the way, why are we talking about Jack Grealish? Pep said it cost 40 million. Man City pocketed 60 million last season.
For what?
For winnings, right? Oh, right. So actually,
I just can't. How have we sold any Wendy for 38 million quid, and Jack Grealish has gone for 100? Someone's been mugged off here. Either Man City have or we have.
Right, you know that Man City. I mean, I said that Villa are wiping their arse with £10 notes. Well, Man City are bathing in salmons in the old £50 notes. They've got so much money. That'll be fine in a season.
I'm still not over Emmy. That's what's hurting me.
I'm not talking about this week. No.
Just let me.
No.
Get over it.
No, we did that last week. We did that.
Yeah, but I'm still not over it, Chris.
Yeah, well, it's time to move on.
I didn't want to let him go. We let him go for too cheap.
Pick your head up. Rashica is going to put him in the history books.
Have you ever watched Shrek?
Yes.
Callum asks favourite Shrek film. I've definitely watched a Shrek film, but I thought there was...
Well, I wouldn't necessarily know which one, but I've watched
I thought it's like Shrek 1, 2 and 3.
I mean, 1? Classic?
I like the donkey in it.
Yeah, there you go. What a random question
Joe, where are we finishing this season? In terms of today, we're going on a Lakens day today. We'll be finishing up probably in back pier. But in terms of Norwich in the Premier League, where will we finish?
17th.
Yeah, you've got to say that, haven't you?
No, I genuinely know.
You do.
It's going to be 17th.
You know. The Premier League.
Let us know in the comment section below, where will Norwich finish this season? But it's massive. It's massively pivotal on who we sign, who we bring in, right? Because I still think, and I'll say it again, bringing in Sargent is all right. Bringing in Tzolis is all right. Yeah, good signings, but it's like it's what we had to do. We're still too short, I think. And we've only got 2 weeks to go.
Short.
Both.
I agree.
We need signings for me to be more confident. 17th position.
When does the transfer window shut?
Go on. Where are we finishing?
You don't want to hear my answer.
I do.
No, you don't.
Tell me.
No, you don't.
Tell me.
It's not a good answer.
Oh, no. Really?
I'll keep it to myself.
Have some faith.
I was interviewed by BT earlier.
By BT? Is in the phone company?
I was in the...
BT Sport, do you mean?
BT Sport, yeah. Yeah, to renegotiate my internet prices.
Right, okay.
And he said, where do you finish? And I said, I'm not going to say my honest answer because that will annoy people. So I'll just give you the stock answer of 17.
God, you're such a skeptic.
Mate, maybe when Josh Sargent scores against Liverpool.
And you know it's going to happen.
Imagine if it happens.
Right, I'm saying it now. Clip it up. We will beat Liverpool.
Oh, no.
Get ready for it. You're laughing now. You won't be laughing when you watch this back.
Good.
By the way, I've got Holty's prediction for the first Holty predicts of the season. It's not good news.
Oh no. Cameron Downs. We've had lots of questions. Time for a statement.
Go on.
Not necessarily a question, but I think Idah should be playing a lot more this season and will surpass Pookie for goals.
I absolutely love that from you.
I like when people just speak at us.
Yeah, good. Me too.
Final question from Lee Jones, who, of course, we know Lee, don't we?
Beard boy.
What does Lee say? His Twitter bio.
Yeah, go on.
One less Premier League goal than Ricky Van Wolfswinkel. Good from you, Lee. Which past Norwich City player who has never quite made the grade do you have a soft spot for? I used to love Jens Berthelascu after seeing him score a bullet header away to Exeter in 2009.
Yeah, didn't old Jens BA scored a belter against West Brom in the cup as well, I think. Well, look, I'm biased. I still talk to Jens. He's a lovely man.
You can't have the same answer as me.
So what player do I...
Didn't quite make
it.
But you loved nonetheless.
Didn't quite make it. Youssef Safri.
Yeah.
Scored an absolute belter against Newcastle, but apart from that, did pretty much bugger all.
Okay.
Your thoughts?
Well, yeah, I loved Safri.
You're going to say something really...
I'm trying to think, actually.
You're going to come out with a shocker here. I can feel it.
No, I've got it.
Go on.
Jonas Gutierrez.
Oh my God. Right, stop the podcast. Stop the podcast.
What a guy.
We're going to have to edit that out. We can't let that go live. You are joking me.
Just came to my head then.
Gutierrez? Mate, Gutierrez? Really?
Oh no, I've got another one. Joseph Yobo.
I know.
He was decent. He did make it.
Right, you know we won fans of the season. You know we raised all that money for charity. Our reputation has now gone down the shite pipe with Gillingham, mate. Honestly, that's one of the worst things you've ever come out with.
What, Joseph Yobo or Gutierrez?
Joseph Yobo looked. I mean, he was woeful.
He was okay.
He was honestly. It was like watching a caravan being dragged through 250 yards of mud. He was woeful.
I don't think he was that bad.
Gutierrez as well. Come on.
Yeah, but it's not about how good they were. It's about if I had a soft spot for them.
But you have a soft spot for everyone.
Yeah.
Apart from Lucas Roop. Oh, and Tim Krul.
Tim Krul?
Oh, and Teemu Pukki. You wrote all them off.
Pukki! Don't you start on that. You were saying Pukki should be dropped last season.
Cool. Right.
Final question from Amy. Lovely Amy.
Go on, Amy. Which Amy?
Amy Clark.
Oh, Swansea Amy.
Swansea Amy.
Good.
Will you be supporting Swansea City, Russell Martin's Barmy Army this season?
No, I'll be supporting Russell Martin. I can't quite bring myself to supporting Swansea because I still believe they shouldn't be in the English league system. But I do love Russ Martin.
Well, I was looking through the Championship. I can't find a club I'd rather support than Swansea.
I knew you were going to... Yeah, but you got Welsh in your blood.
Yeah, that's true. Who are you supporting in League One? We need a League One team to go up against Ipswich.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Do you know what? There's some good teams going down to League One.
Yeah, who?
Wickham.
Well, they're not very good.
Good outfit. Better than you know who. I'm not saying their name. Sunderland. They'll still be kicking about.
Yeah. Portsmouth.
Pompey. Who else there?
Rotherham.
Paul Ward.
Paul Ward at Portman Road. We should try and go to that.
Warniola.
Rotherham away.
Yeah. Get in with the Millers.
Can't wait. I do like Rotherham. That's it for this week.
What?
We've got a big day ahead. Yeah. We're recording this on Saturday. Let the people know what's going on.
We are about to do our second ever TNC meetup. Our first one was when we recorded the Russ Martin live podcast, and we are endeavouring to do more of this next season. So,
are you a bit nervous?
What am I nervous for?
I don't know. I'm just a little bit apprehensive.
I'm going to be doing a live TNC shanty.
You should be nervous.
That's going to be. I'm not nervous. Why am I be nervous? You know, people are great. Norwich fans love it.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, can't wait to see you all. And also, this is probably going to be our last podcast before Liverpool.
So, what are you saying to the fans ahead of Liverpool?
Just embrace the season, soak it up, regardless of performance, regardless of result. I hope. I know how lucky. I've always been grateful for how lucky I've been to watch Norwich week in, week out. That's an honour. I was on a season ticket waiting list for years. When I got it, I was like, amazing.
I love this from you.
I think we should be even more grateful now.
Oh, I love that. That was my message. My message is, when we go back and we're in the stadium... God, I'm actually getting emotional now thinking about it, to be honest with you. That on the ball City is going to... Cool, that's going to really... Look at that.
Yeah,
Goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah.
Let's remember why we go to the football.
Yes.
Look when you get into the stadium next season.
Look around.
Look around you. Look at the fat bloke that smells a bit on your right hand side. The guy that used to annoy you, that just chatted shit all game. Embrace them.
That was like the only fight I've nearly ever got into.
Like, you know, the very under par pies, the beer that's always that's always warm and overpriced, and you don't get to the front of the queue before the end of half time. Enjoy that again.
Over the floor.
Enjoy being together. Enjoy watching football live
Yes.
again, and just remember that we are there because we've all got this joint purpose of back backing the boys.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tough start. The backs are going to be against the wall. It's very likely that we're going to lose the first 3 games, although I do think we'll beat Liverpool. So there you go.
And
back to the boys.
Be careful with COVID, but if you see me, let's have a hug. Let's have a hug. Let's hug it out.
I agree.
And you know what? When Josh Sargent scores in the 89th minute...
What's his cello, by the way, do you reckon?
Well, no, we know it.
Do we?
Oh, mate, have you missed
Oh,
this?
no, I saw you. Yeah, it's the salute.
It's the icon.
Yeah, good. And do you know
Only
what?
good things have happened from strikers who've done that. Cameron Jerome and Dennis Rabeni.
You'd love that. Sargent.
We'll be seeing that in front of the Barclay.
Sargent salute.
Next Saturday, 5:30 kickoff, on the telly, floodlights, beers, hugs, passion. Josh Sargent. Good to see you, my friend. See you later.